Let the chaos ensue. I'm here for
it. We're just gonna start.
My camera is wide. God damn. My camera sees everything. Yeah, it's the iPad.
That's the iPad. Yeah,
It's brand new. I didn't realize it got everything.
I can see like your,
I
see neighbors.
Your little gold on the background.
I'm in the middle of packing. This is crazy.
I want to turn around in my seat and go, Admiral Akeem, what would you like us to do in this moment, sir?
Bro, this is crazy. See my whole shit. Oh, man.
Welcome.
Live?
Yeah, we live. Welcome to another edition, y'all. We got our guest. We got Akeem, the funny guy in the studio.
Akeem, the DC funny guy, the all over the TV guy, the Amazon guy, the cop guy, the one.
Yes, I watched that Ghost episode. I just bumped into Tristan this afternoon when I was at Toys R Us. Him and the missus doing some shopping.
Just casually bumping into famous people in Toys R Us.
That's wild.
That's how he lives.
Famous Montrealers.
That's how he lives. Famous Montrealers in a dying store, whatever.
Hey man, they're trying with that HMV section though. They're trying.
Yeah,
they're trying hard. They got books. They got DVDs.
Sunrise Records. Get it right.
They got 40% off. I'm there.
Yeah, I was at Toys R Us in LaSalle. For those of you outside of Montreal, we call it Texas also. And yeah, we still got Toys R Us.
For now.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not dead, are they?
They're closed.
No, they're closing. There's one in the West closing right now. Straight up. Yeah.
Wait, the one near the Indigo off the
not Point Claire, Vaudreuil, which is the newer one.
I don't go that far.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's the good one. That's where all this.
That's where the goodies are. The far end ones are where the goodies be.
Yeah, I mean that's fair because no one's going out there, but that's a problem. Like
it went the way of Guzzo. That's exactly what happened.
Like it's
Guzzo's still even up to be caught out.
They shut down the Sources one.
Yeah.
This is real. They did. This is real niche inside Montreal for those of you who don't know. But if you look it up, like one of our major movie chains that we have, specifically in Quebec only, right? Because I don't think Guzzo's yeah. So even maybe only in Montreal, they're not really outside of
that's very low.
They have Quebec. They have in Quebec.
So they have theaters, and you know I knew a girl who was a manager at one of the theaters, the one at Sphere Tech over in Ville Saint Laurent, if you know Montreal at all. And I knew this was 20 years ago when I used to bump into her, and I remember her and I talking about how like you know it was a little weird over here with this section, and you know all the girls had to wear pencil skirts with like white tops, and the only thing that differentiated her as a manager from the other girls was she wore a blazer, but she had to wear like a it's like cinched at the waist and all this stuff. And I was like, what's the vibe? She's just like, you know, I'm young and I just needed a job, and for some reason I was good at what I did, so they made me a manager, and I got an extra 50 cents an hour, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. So like
You need to wear a pencil skirt for bumper cars, nigga?
Like, bumper cars that are never open.
Right?
Never open.
Consistently broken.
I want to go some bumper car. I want to drive around, mash it. No, close.
So funny. But yeah, so they shut down. If for anyone who's from Montreal, the joke has always been that they're mob affiliated. That's always been the joke, that Guzzo came from some made men. And
they're blatantly breaking release dates all day. You know how many Marvel movies did I see the day before out here on Friday morning being like, it ends like this?
I think the only time you really know something like that happened is when all of a sudden it burned down for no reason.
That's crazy.
That's a true Montreal special when buildings just start
when it's right next to a fire station and it burned down for no reason.
Yeah. Montreal has some problems. We still have
hear that, you're like, okay. Insurance fraud. Gosh. There we go.
Fire station's right there. It still burns out.
So sad. But also this is the last episode of the year. We've done. This is the last one of the year. We have two specials that we recorded for if you guys are gonna get those January 1st, and then the second one we're trying to figure out if we're gonna do the week of January 1st or if it will hit you January 8th, so we can take a little bit of a break, but we'll figure it out. It'll be on the socials and whatnot. But yeah, man, last one of the year, episode 397. I can't believe we're gonna be in the 400s as of January, or no, maybe February, because by the time we jump back on,
it'll be 400 when we come back.
No, yeah. Oh man, wait, can we time
98, 99, 400? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can time it around Groundhog Day. I love me a good Groundhog Day.
You wild.
And then we come back
Not
the
even-
following week and we're like, so it's our 400th episode. Wait a minute.
Every week in 2025, 400th episode. 400th episode.
Not even Black
Wow.
History Month. You want to shoot for Groundhog Day. I see
That's
where
fair.
the
He
priorities
out
at.
so hard.
We'll be the
shit.
first black podcast
that's fair, that's
doing
fair.
a Groundhog's Day time loop. How about that?
How about that?
Pioneers.
We're setting history here.
Wild. Okay, that's fair. You call me out. That's fair. That's fair.
100%.
I will say though, shout out. I can't say which client, but we have a client that hit us up at my job because you guys know I do playlists for business and stuff. We had a client hit us up in November for their Black History Month playlist, like
There you
asking.
go.
Amen.
And they have 3. I can tell you guys off air, but I can't tell you on it because I'm not allowed.
Mhm.
But they have 3 Black History Month playlists. They used because I built a Black History Month and I built a Juneteenth playlist at work. So they used those as the foundations for the 2 lists for the client. So they're going to have 3 different playlists for Black History Month that are going to be playing in all their stores across Canada, which is pretty sweet.
That's sweet.
That's fire.
Congrats.
And
Congrats.
it's a large grocery chain too. So I didn't think they cared about like that. I was like, grocery
I'm-
chain?
I
What?
was
I was
gonna
gonna-
say,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're not putting depressing music in there.
No, it's up. I mean, the
People
Juneteenth one.
feel bad about their shopping.
Not at all. The Juneteenth one might have a little bit more of a kind of a, no offense, Dave, but fuck whitey vibe to it.
That's why I'm here. I'm just a punching bag. That's all I'm here for.
Like some of the songs in the Juneteenth playlist are a little bit like go a little harder than the other one, but
I mean, you don't want grandma being in the produce and being like, this ain't free.
but yeah, so funny. But yeah, so it is great to be able. The other thing that I wanted to mention, a big shout out to all the new subscribers. We got our kind of year end from YouTube that explained how many new subscribers. So we got about, I think, a little over 60 new subscribers to the channel this year, which we appreciate. Thank you to
so
all of
much.
them. Then we also had some of the most. This was the year with the most view time. So I don't remember exactly how many hours, but I know one of our episodes alone had 19 hours viewed. I was just like, 19 hours? What the hell's in that episode? Sorry.
This
sorry.
guy.
I know I accidentally put it in.
19
like-
hours.
There you go.
Maybe I don't know what kind of references were we making.
Yeah, I got to look back at the episode. Let me see. But I know I mentioned it on our when everyone did the Spotify Wrap. Though I had done the breakdown. I think I have that list here where Akeem. Yeah, here. So our top 5 episodes of the year were so it was this episode. I don't know if I want to, fam. Which is I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but that's a line.
I know that one.
I know that Jawz is the one that says that line. Do you? What was the episode about? I don't remember what
Was that the one where Jalissa and Skinny talk about how cheap they were? They want to tip the servers.
That's the episode with you. Came in at number 4. Who is carbon? Yeah, who's carbon dating their friends? Which is episode 367. She is going to be coming in a little bit later, so so you got get ready for the insanity. I did tell her if she comes in late,
get ready.
there's a good chance that you will rag on her. So
You're gonna.
Here's the thing, though. No, because even think with the topic at hand, can't wait to get into it. She co-signed with me, so this how I know, Dave, you're in trouble. We're coming together.
God forbid I just like joy in life at certain times of the year.
Opposite
God
forces-
forbid. God forbid.
Opposite forces are coming together to brew
Oh
up
my
a great
God.
storm that's on your ass.
That's fine. In this scenario, I'm the minority as it is on the screen. I'll be the minority on the opinion. I'm perfectly fine with
he's
that.
playing the minority card already. We've talked about.
Already.
I
I
mean,
got all my teachers here. I'm gonna take it with stride and pride.
I mean, I feel like he's wearing the fucking sweater. I fucking hate this sweater every goddamn year.
Yeah.
He wears a ugly Christmas Die Hard sweater, and Akeem done. If you guys are listening, if you're listening to this, Akeem went to get his ugly sweater,
Oh God.
which
I
might
think
say
my favorite Christmas topping is John McClane jumping off the top of the Christmas tree with,
Straight up.
with the thing. He's like,
Straight up.
ah.
Straight up.
Let me
got
get that
it.
Black Santa.
yes.
Santa Claus is a
Amazing.
black man.
Amazing.
Akeem is repping Black Santa.
Believe.
Bully.
100%.
Wait, can we talk? I mean, I know not everyone watches SNL anymore because it's not necessarily the coolest thing. But did anyone watch SNL with Chris Rock this past one?
I watched the
saw
speech. I didn't watch the whole thing.
You watched the monologue,
I watched
okay?
the monologue.
Because there is a whole sketch about Black Santa. They have the mall and they have a Black Santa and a White Santa, and they're just like, we got two Santas because we figured it would be faster for people to take pictures. So by all means, come in and pick which Santa you'd like to take a picture with. And there's just so many awkward interactions of these
funny.
white families being like, we would like to take the one on the right. Which are you sure? Like, do you want to say which one that why? And Chris is just digging into them.
Why?
It gets really good. It's pretty funny. Chris Rock, though, he has forgotten his SNL etiquette because, my boy, you are laughing the entire time and looking straight into the cue cards. You don't even remember any of the sketch.
He doesn't care. He hasn't.
I know.
I was about to say,
They haven't
he's not
treated him
using it
well
as a
when he's
hump to
there.
get somewhere.
True. Him and Sandler shows up in one of the sketches, and Sandler, I don't know if this was part of the sketch, but Sandler starts to just admit that it's a sketch and starts trying to. And when they do that thing where they have the fake blood flowing and it's like a spraying, and he's, Chris Rock is standing there and and Chris Rock says something to him about the appendix, and Adam Sandler goes, "Maybe I'll remember if you open your mouth." And he's just like, no, and then he opens his mouth and he starts spraying him in the mouth. And I'm like,
funny.
I was like, this man just is they're just not even trying to do a sketch anymore. They're just on stage being stupid friends, which is funny.
That's great.
But we're here at the holiday season. It's the end of the year. The snow is falling.
Yup.
The air is crisp.
Yep.
Everyone's excited that time of year. And the annual debate that has been
The
rearing
arguments with
its
families.
yeah. Divorces have been we have been having this debate. Oh, one of the funniest stories is Dave and I had this debate at the engagement party for Skinny.
Yeah. And recorded it.
And we recorded the debate.
Yeah, man. 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Shoot. 5 years ago, like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years we've been having this
Congrats.
debate.
Yeah.
And for those of you who know, because if you've been watching the show, you know what the debate is. And obviously from this ugly sweater, you know what we're about to talk about. But
I woke it up.
Die Hard. Yes, can you actually give some context? Because you had a clip. I want to give full credit to the other podcast you were on. There was a clip. You started talking. Can you give us a little bit of backstory as to how that all came up?
So the podcast was down to the wire. First of all, this all started this time last year. I was in Indianapolis. I was with a comedian friend. We were just chilling and talking and stuff like that. And then we were talking about, we usually do our top fives. Him and I, we legit just talk about our top 5 random things. And he went top 5 Christmas movies. So I went with mine. I went with Jingle All the Way, no particular order. I went Jingle All the Way. I went with Elf.
Yeah.
Right. The Grinch, obviously.
Which
And then the
one?
last ones are interchangeable, but those are my 3 solid ones.
Mm.
Some years I like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And shit like that. Right. So he was going, obviously, he hit with he's like, you're not going to put Home Alone in there? I was like, Home Alone's not a Christmas movie.
Fact.
And he goes, what?
Wow.
He's like, I'm like, Home Alone is not a Christmas movie.
Bong.
It's
Say
not.
it again.
Because and the truth is,
I don't use this often. Hold on. I don't use this often, but
Wait, I missed it.
I played the applause.
Oh, I didn't hear
I'm just
nothing.
saying, I'm saying, it's not and my rationale was it's just a movie that happens at Christmas time. Because for me, if you
This man's in
take
my
the
head.
essence of Christmas out of the movie
Fact.
and apply it to any other time of the year, it works. People go away for summer vacation. People go away for Thanksgiving. People go away for Easter. People go away for March break. People go away just for the sake of going away. It's about you. A family are so big and they neglect their children. Home Alone is a public service announcement to whoop your children.
Wait, hold on.
That is what it
Hold
is.
on, hold on, Akeem. Which kid are we whooping?
Oh,
Hold on, honestly,
Which kid are we whooping? Are we
All
are we
two.
whooping Kevin or
Yeah,
are we
Kevin is
whooping Buzz?
Kevin
Both.
needs
No,
more-
the oldest
Both.
daughter who counted.
But no, honestly, listen, hold on, because that other kid was there and he was just fiddling through their stuff. So that's not her fault.
Their neighbor.
Well, yeah, but
Well,
she
you
knew.
can't tell who's your
Yeah,
blood.
you don't know
Like,
which one's
come on,
related to
bro.
you.
That's
not
a fact.
paying attention to Kevin. She clearly is the eldest and is just trying to get
hold
through.
on.
That's why she gets a belt too. How are you not gonna remember?
Honestly, they
Guys,
all
hold on,
deserve
hold on.
licks.
When to
They
go?
all deserve licks.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. So I just watched a YouTuber actually go through all 5 movies,
Mhm.
Yes.
right?
it's fine.
Yeah, 5
So
or 6, right?
If everyone actually sat down and rewatched, if we all rewatched Home Alone 1 together
I watched it
and like
yesterday.
and
I'm with
like
you.
take notes, the
Yeah.
whole thing is that the family got up late and
Yes.
the shuttle buses got there and then they were all rushing to get on the shuttle buses.
Of course,
And
right,
that's why
right.
the girl messes up the count. She just assumes that's Kevin, but Kevin's upstairs in the attic. Everyone forgot about Kevin. And before that, everyone's ragging hard on Kevin. And no
Exactly,
one,
because he
and
deserves
that's
it.
why I'm asking, whose
He didn't,
ass
by the
you
way.
whooping? Are you whooping all the kids' asses for picking on sort of the youngest? I guess I don't know if Kevin's actually the youngest or not. 'cause
No,
he's
his
like the other
brother
two.
Kieran actually plays the youngest one,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
one with the glasses. Yeah.
So
You're
everyone's
whooping,
picking
you're
on Kevin.
whooping the kid. Listen, just like in school, you're whooping the kid that got caught. Kevin said he's getting caught.
You whooping the.
So they all
Narcissist
get to
stays getting
Paris and they're all
caught.
just Donnybrook at each other.
100%. Think about it. We would get whooped, right? We wouldn't stop doing the dumb shit. We would just get more creative about how we get away with the dumb shit. So we
Yeah.
didn't get whooped.
I'm not about to push my oldest brother in front of everybody at the table. I'm about to slip him a laxative so that he's shitting all day.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying.
Because you're just baiting yourself up. Clearly, it's Christmas. You got your jerk ass uncle over. Your dad's pissed that your jerk ass uncle is over, probably using his money, spending up all his cash. So your dad's not paying attention, probably drunk. Mom's probably drunk.
Dad's got to pay for this trip all the way to Paris.
Right.
I don't know why they're going to Paris for
everybody.
Christmas.
For everybody.
$122.50 for pizza. This nigga's angry. So like,
You know what's
really,
crazy? They get to Paris and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe we're stuck in this apartment in Paris," and then it has a clear view of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Ungrateful. Just ungrateful.
ungrateful middle
You guys
American
are
kids in
missing
the
the
90s,
point.
man.
You guys are letting Dave off. You guys are missing the point.
Mm.
All that could happen
Anytime.
in October. It could happen in August. It could happen in June, July. It could happen in Easter. And
Actually,
it could happen anytime.
No, I don't
Kim,
think
I'm
it would
going to follow
happen
through with one more hitter. This movie
Please.
dropped on November 16th, 1990. This is
Oh,
straight
but
up
it's
and
a
down
Christmas
a
movie.
Thanksgiving movie.
That's
If anything.
yo.
Christmas movie.
Okay. I've been saying, so one of the biggest things I always point out with people is, you know what, Dave? I'm just gonna say this part, Dave, and then you can jump in. I'm just gonna say this part real quick.
I'm done.
One of the biggest travel days in America is Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
It is
in America.
the movies in America. What do you mean?
No,
United
I'm saying
States.
biggest travel days, but everyone's flying within America. They're not flying.
Sure.
internationally.
So it is not impossible for a entire block of middle America, like Chicago, middle class families who
Drug
aren't
runner
necessarily
family.
You see that?
say what?
Drug runner family.
Yeah,
That house
sure.
is too big.
That was no middle class.
yeah.
We
Chicago,
don't
that's
judge
too
over here.
big. Drug
We don't
runner
judge
family.
over here.
You go on.
Yeah. It's not impossible for an entire street of middle class Americans to be going home for Thanksgiving, whether it's like going to mom's mom, dad's mom, wherever. A bunch of the same exact story of the families are going away. Thanksgiving is the Thursday, so it means they're gone for the weekend.
Yep.
The same exact situation of the cops coming and being like, we're just checking because we know a lot of families tend to travel this time of year. All of it still works exactly as is. The only difference is they would likely not be in Paris. But guess what? It's still very hard to travel on the way back. There's still a lot of people traveling around at the same time, especially if you're in America. It would probably be even more difficult because everyone's taking flights going all over traveling.
Thank you.
So the story still fits with the mom might have had a hard time getting back. She might have still ended up in a van with John Candy and his polka band. Like all that still can happen in the movie.
And the only reason why he wasn't awake, get up is because his alarm didn't go off.
Right.
That happens all the time.
That's
That
everybody,
happens.
I think. That's everybody in that house.
Right.
All right,
Okay,
Dave,
so-
go.
so Dave, take
you know what?
Deep
I'm
breath,
gonna
deep
set a
breath,
timer. I'm gonna set a timer.
Dave.
Dave.
So you guys get to rent for however long you want. And I did the timer. Where was my timer? Where was my timer checks?
No, here's what I'm saying. Because you know I'm ignorant. I'll interrupt you. I'm gonna give you 2.5 minutes uninterrupted. I'm
interrupted.
I'm gonna give you 2.5 minutes uninterrupted right now. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say a word. You say your points, and then afterwards, I'm on your ass.
Cool, that's fine. So I agree that it's maybe not necessarily a Christmas movie, but it's not a vacation movie. It is a holiday movie because you guys just proved the point. Yes, it could happen in Thanksgiving because there's certain elements. Hey, you said you wouldn't be distracting.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You'd be back anytime.
Dave was being nice. Dave was actually sitting nice and quiet. He was.
So let's just put it this way. All the things would not be able to happen without some type of event happening because all the airports everywhere are booked. That would only happen on a major holiday event.
Thanksgiving.
Everyone, I agree. Hold on. I said it was a holiday movie. I never argued whether or not it was a Christmas movie. I'm arguing. He said it was a vacation movie in your Instagram post. I'm saying it's a holiday movie for the following factors. It would not been able to happen without a massive event happening because A, all the airports, B, not being able to get even a freaking car that you have to carpool with someone. Next, an entire street leaving because the other thing is they called their entire street. No one was able to pick up on Kevin. And the robbers were robbing other houses on that street. And because of that, went into a house, found out that Kevin was alone. That's how it happened. That's how they actually ultimately went and stole from the house. So without all that,
houses, but okay.
Order.
No, it's the whole street. Whether or not it doesn't matter. That you're not going to film them robbing 20 stores. Like, get out of here. It's 20 houses. That's ridiculous. So I agree that it is a holiday movie. And then if it is a holiday movie, it is susceptible to the opinion of the beholder of which holiday you wish to tack it onto. Because they put it on the background of Christmas and because there's so much Christmas put it your way, people make it a Christmas movie. It's the same exact thing. This is the exact same argument that Brian agreed to before about why I said Die Hard is a holiday movie.
Order.
You are on record.
Order.
On record.
Let him finish, Brian.
No, I'm not gonna let him finish because he's misquoting me. What do you mean? Let him finish.
You said.
Are you gonna misquote me? Are you gonna quote the entire thing I said?
No,
quote the entire thing or don't quote it at all. I'm serious,
quote the
Dave.
entire thing.
The entire thing I said was there's a difference between Christmas as a genre and Christmas as a theme. The same way that you have love songs that
you agree that it was a holiday.
I said
holiday movie.
I said it was a holiday theme.
Same thing.
But I also
it's not the same thing, Mark.
I also said I gave my example of Thanksgiving, which is a holiday, so I'm not denying that. My entire argument is Thanksgiving.
You said for Die Hard that we agreed that there would have to be a holiday present for that thing to happen.
Well, that's only because Die Hard even less so because they're having a party.
But can we agree that a holiday would need to happen
for Home
Alone?
Okay,
for Home Alone, I would say it's easier to tell the story with the holiday happening.
Because I'm sorry, it's not like you're not going for Labor Day and the entire era. It's more likely you're gonna have people at your house.
At Labor Day? All right, so
I'm just making it up, man.
So Mark, let me ask you this question: If it's Labor Day and you have people at your house, where are those people? What's happening at their house? When
they are not. You are not leaving for a week.
No. My question is the people that are at your house. Who's at their house?
The event happens over several days. You're not going to leave for several days.
It happened over 3 days.
Yeah, it's not that many days.
It's not that. It's not. It wasn't a week.
4 days. At least.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
4 or 5 days. It's
okay.
like a week.
The first day is them traveling to Paris. So that's a 6-hour from Chicago to East Coast to across is like 12 hours.
You have at least Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. You have them leaving.
You have Christmas Day at the end of the movie.
I'm taking the shit off the top.
Then you have Christmas Eve, which is when he does all the defense work.
Yeah.
The day before he has to have the planning, and there's at least
23rd.
1 day before that when they leave.
So there's
at least 1 day of him going and shopping and stuff.
So they left the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It's not a Christmas movie because all shit goes down on 24th.
Thank you.
Bong.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's a Christmas Eve movie?
No, but legit, all the shit goes down on Christmas Eve. It's
But,
not a Christmas movie.
get outta here.
It's found in the end credits.
Listen.
Hit us, Jawz. Hit us.
So I do know that in the movie, remember there's the salt guy?
Yes, the neighbor.
Salt guy that creeps him out. And the only time he actually figures out the salt guy is cool is when he goes to a church.
Yep.
So no one really going to church for Thanksgiving. That's
Niggas
not
go to church on Sunday. What are you talking about?
yeah, but they don't go to church for Thanksgiving.
What are you talking about? People
People
go to
go
church
to
on Sunday.
That family don't go to church.
There's a Bible study.
They were
There's
looking to the.
what are you
they
talking
weren't-
about?
No one
Okay.
goes to church at night on a
in
Sunday.
France
You gotta hear
to get in the
I would
Good
like
River.
I would like to point out though, people go to church in the middle of the week, and it's like there's Bible study
kinds of
days.
shit.
There's lots of days you could go to
7 days
church.
Adventists are
All these
always there.
committees.
Jaws,
How you-
Jaws, as a black man, you know we go to church all day, every day. What are you talking about?
How you think
Oh,
we get to
so you're
come on.
saying-
How you think we get to Sunday? You gotta go. All the committees show up Monday
you
through
think-
Saturday.
So Kevin knows people are trying to rob his house. He's just like, I'm gonna go to church. They're not gonna bother me at church.
No, he was scared. Remember, he fell into. No, actually, yeah.
And
Didn't
it
he
was-
end up
come
going
on,
to the
and
church
it
because he was
was
running away
late.
from them?
And
No,
it was
he
like,
was
where
going
you
there because he
think-
was
late
sad.
at night, and this kid's wandering out the church and meeting up with this dude.
He's what? First of all, what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna point out the absurdity of a kid wandering around church like that's any more absurd than a kid being left home and forgotten.
Yeah.
If we agree to one absurdity, we gotta agree to
Exactly.
them all.
Suspension of disbelief. If we're gonna suspend and be like an entire family forgot a child in the attic and
This
went
was
to
fake.
Paris, then we're gonna have to say him going to church at
Dude,
night. Isn't that
You're
weird?
telling me. I swear to God, there are so many stories parents do not say about, oh my God, I forgot my kid in the car and I came back and I was like, oh shit, that was close.
That
Like,
is
that happens so frequently.
Okay, but
And
Jaws,
parents
but
just
Jaws,
keep their mouth shut.
how-
I ain't
but-
telling
but
nobody
how
that.
is
I'm
that-
taking that to my grave.
But how is that
It's
any
in
more
my
unbe- But how is going him wandering through? He's already by himself. The
I
nigga
feel-
took on,
I
bro,
feel like
the
the
dude,
movie-
the dude took on 2 burglars with a bunch of Home Depot supplies. How is that more believable than him? going to
Part
a
of his
church?
So then you're
supplies
not
were
looking at
Christmas
the
gifts.
Equalizer at all when he bust up everybody with Home Depot supplies.
This is what I'm saying.
Straight up did that. And that guy was a trained CIA killer, CIA
Ex-
hitman.
Exactly
Using
my
nail
point.
guns and
So
stuff.
so how is it that a 7-year-old kid
Yeah.
who sets up booby traps all throughout the crib is
Yeah.
more believable than him wandering through a church? I need you to explain that to me.
I didn't say it was unbelievable. You all said I was trying to go to a point, and then you ripped me from the point I was going to make. Right.
Oh,
Make,
shit.
make the point then.
Let him make the point.
Oh my God.
He
I was
forgot.
saying he met up with the dude at
It's
the
exhausting.
church, and
Yeah.
I think it was his granddaughter. No,
It's his
he was-
granddaughter.
he was
Yeah.
talking to him about his
Son.
granddaughter, like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I can't really meet them and stuff. He said, oh, and so they kind of met in the middle and stuff like that. But I was
Right.
trying to figure out in that scene, was he at church because like he was like, oh, I'm gonna do some stuff, like, you know, like a Godfather scene where he's saying like, oh, I'm gonna do some crazy stuff, and you know, hopefully God will forgive me. But like, I'm trying to remember if that part
No,
had
he-
anything to do
he
with specifically
went-
being there for Christmas, because
his purpose for being there is because it's the only time of year where he's able to see her without the family like intervening with him.
Yeah, she
Right.
was
So
singing.
and it's because she's in the
Choir.
Christmas choir
Right.
that had to do a practice before Christmas Day.
So man's
That
got on his
is
creepy
not-
and
so
decided to go.
Skinny
to
was
the
right.
granddaughter.
Skinny was right. Everyone comes together on Christmas.
Mhm.
That part's fact. Okay.
Mhm.
And also I remember another weird thing is that
Oh, hold
the
on.
direct-
Wait, but you guys just made a point. Before we move on to also, your argument is this is a Christmas movie because a man saw his grandchild sing at a
No, I'm
Christmas
just saying
practice.
Plenty of
I'm
that.
saying he's not there's no Thanksgiving choir.
Oh shit! I mean, wait, hold on.
I'm just saying there's no hold on. I'm just saying
Did you just
I
say
don't
there's no
remember going to church
Thanksgiving
for
choir?
Thanksgiving.
There's a
You can go to church on Sunday.
Akeem, but hold on. Akeem, hold on,
Then
hold
he
on,
would have just gone for the choir.
hold on. Akeem, okay, so just to
choir.
just to
No, I got a
clarify,
counter. I got a
Then
counter.
he'd just be
Just
the
to
weird
clarify.
creepy dude there at every single choir practice.
just to clarify, the argument is that because grandpa can only see her at Christmas time because the only time the family will not interfere with him interacting with the grandchild is when she's preparing and practicing for the Christmas pageant, right?
If you will, yes.
Cool.
Choir sing all day, my G. Especially
Yeah.
kids.
Y'all
Is
are
it
reaching.
yeah,
Y'all are struggling.
is it not possible that the same choir would have prepared at Thanksgiving a month before, because Thanksgiving in the States is just before Christmas,
Louder for the people in the back.
I
I'm just
I
asking.
said it was a holiday movie, and then
Oh.
based off the fact it's a holiday movie, you choose which holiday you want to assign it to.
I'm just.
What did
I
I
said
walk
that.
into here?
This chaos.
Debate of Home
Oh,
Alone
you know,
not being a
chaos.
Christmas movie.
And you want to
Tale
blame
as old
something?
as
The bad
time.
influence is the problem, Akeem.
What?
Hey, I just got here.
No. Me and Ness are friends on this one.
Immediately under the bus.
Me and Ness are friends on this one. Usually she's a problem, but we're friends on this one. You can't.
Home Alone?
Honestly, Dave, I'll be honest with you. That's a scapegoat answer to say it's just a holiday movie, and because you can assign it to whatever holiday.
Okay.
You can assign it to any time of the year. March break isn't a holiday.
don't think
It's just
so,
a time where
man.
people go to school.
Okay.
No,
So, hold on.
Go ahead, Jawz. Go ahead, Jawz. Yeah,
So,
sorry.
I completely disagree that I feel that this is straight up a Christmas movie. Why? Because you're in a suburban area. It's only white households. You telling me not one family's dare to be like, there's some people out there. Let me call the police. One time.
How does that make
One
it a
time.
Christmas? Okay.
Let
me ask you. No, Jawz. Let me ask you
Who's
this.
here walking around TMR and got called
Westmount.
by the fake police just because
Oh my God.
this random person's walking through my
Okay, but hold
my
on.
area.
Let me
Let's
ask you, Jawz, let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this, right? If you were to take out everything you know about Christmas, right? We give Santa's family together, all that bullshit, right? Snowman, all that shit, and take it out the Grinch. Is that the same movie?
Why is it?
You
Grinch
could
doing
have
that?
you
No, I'm
hypothetically
asking,
hypothetically
could you
speaking, you
apply
could have
to
done the
Grinch?
same
Could
thing.
you apply to Grinch?
It could have been
You
yams and turkey.
No,
You-
you
no,
have
you
to
can't
make a
put the
whole
Grinch.
new script.
The
It's a
Grinch
whole
hates
new script.
great.
Here-
How
so
the
here's-
Grinch hates Arbor Day.
Here's the
There's
thing.
not much- There's not much you have to change in Home Alone if you placed it at another time of the year. With the
Yeah.
Grinch, 100%. Jingle All the Way, 100%. Jingle All the Way does not make sense if you take Christmas out of it.
Yeah, you can literally have Home Alone in March break.
Thank you.
And it's the same
not for
thing.
now- And now for someone in the chat asked, is Home Alone 2 a Christmas movie? I would argue that one's more of a Christmas movie, and you have to double
I
down
didn't see
on
that
the
one.
Christmas because it's
never
locked.
seen the
First of all,
second
Ness,
one?
you need to get right.
What
Do
I'll
your homework
guarantee
before
you-
you do that.
What I'll guarantee
Watch the
you
second one,
is
it's
this:
good. It's actually
Home
good.
Alone 3 is not a Christmas
We
could all-
movie.
Dave, we
But
could
I'm
all
not
agree.
crazy
That
about
was-
Home
that one's
Alone.
ridiculous.
I didn't care about number 2.
We could all agree, but I'm just saying. My point.
Home Alone is Die Hard at home with a
They
kid.
doubled down on the Christmas in the second one because
Yeah.
of the lack of Christmas.
Yeah,
representation. They went to
I
New
agree.
York, the most Christmassy city
I
in
know,
North
yeah.
America. Like they doubled down on the Christmas.
Yeah.
Because they could only find him at a Christmas tree.
But do you think like, but no, it's weird because in the second one, the family goes to Florida and Kevin's like, no, why don't you just go to New York? And then the family's in Florida and they're having a horrible time because it's raining and they're all
Oh, yeah.
cramped in a shittier hotel. Like it's super weird. Like,
That's in the
Yeah.
second one?
yeah, in the
Yeah,
second one.
yeah.
I think it's because the dad got caught and was being investigated by the feds and had his accounts frozen.
Oh,
So
wait,
by the
I
time
think I did see it.
By the time you get to the second one,
Unforgettable.
I'm
No,
just
but
joking.
the second one,
I'm joking about the accounts being frozen.
Tim Curry's in it.
Yeah, he's
Um,
fantastic.
Tim
Rob
Curry's
Schneider.
in it. I don't know if anyone cares about Rob Schneider. It's like a very young Rob Schneider, like
Yeah.
SNL.
Before
Rob
he was
Schneider.
bigoted.
Yeah, it's like SNL Rob Schneider's in there.
But I'll also say this one thing about it, whether it's a Christmas movie, it's the same thing that you could argue about any Christmas themed movie. I think at the end of the day, if you deem something to be a Christmas movie for you, because I know some people who watch, like, example, I don't agree with this. Some people are like, Harry Potter's their Christmas movie.
Right. Yeah, we actually talked
Well,
about this.
wait,
on
I
our-
know, which I disagree. I think it's a school
I-
movie, period.
Hold on, though.
Oh
I
my
could
God.
see that. You want to know the through line? You want to know? Here's the through line. Who's
Uh-oh.
the director of the first 2 Harry Potter movies?
Who cares?
Christopher Columbus.
Columbus. Yeah.
He also directed the first 2 Home Alone
yeah.
movies.
Yeah. I was
Who
gonna
did
say.
the music for the first 2 Home Alones? John Williams. He also did the music for the other 2.
It's true, but
Harry
you can hear
Potter
Home Alone
movie.
in the
So-
song.
So when you're hearing that music, that dude doing the score and Christopher Columbus doing movie, like you get that weird same kind of vibe going all the way through. Just like if you're like, oh man, who did this music? Oh, it's Danny Elfman or it's
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer. You know, like
But here's the thing. This is my last point. At the end of the day, to a certain degree, it's tradition and culture. If there's something you do every
Oh,
year
what
and
culture?
your own, everyone has their own. Oh,
White
stop.
Way to shit on my childhood, Ness. God damn.
Yeah, you know.
I saw the first one in the
'Cause I'm
theater,
like,
and I was like,
wait,
yeah, this is Christmas.
Are we really
This
that
guy's saving his
No, I'm
Christmas.
just saying
American that we
everyone.
think it's part of our culture.
No, I'm just saying that everyone has their own traditions, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I say traditions. If you want to call it culture, whatever. Let's put it to tradition.
Okay.
If you have your tradition to watch something specifically every year, then so be it. It's like
Okay,
National
but-
yeah,
Lampoon's
but it
Christmas
doesn't make it
Vacation.
a Christmas movie.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Your
Because
tradition.
here's the thing. I watch time affected movies every year on February 2nd for Groundhog's Day. I watch time loop movies and I watch time travel movies. But that doesn't make those Groundhog Day movies.
I'm not
Ooh.
Like
saying-
even if it's a tradition and I do it every year on Groundhog Day, none of those are Groundhog Day movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just saying how it could be a preference to people. I'm saying how it could be a preference.
I would
That's
say
all
it's a
I'm saying.
Groundhog Day
But that's
tradition
not what
for
we're
you because
talking
you're
about. We can
choosing
talk
not to
about a
watch them in any
preference.
other time of the year.
but that's the thing. Are you saying that these movies are Christmas movies because the tradition for media, because they're making, let's not forget, understand that they are intentionally trying to get movies tagged as Christmas so that every year when people are home, you can watch the movie
They're
so that
in
people
rotation.
in rotation so that people can make money. Hallmark is entire business model for their channel is to make all these Christmas movies and pump out as many of them as possible so they get you to watch it's like listening to an album. Hey, we got the remix on Christmas. We're going to put in 10 new movies and have 3 old ones and have y'all just watching it all day. And it's just like, okay, I guess. And then, but they're just reaping in all the money from the ads. And it's just like, cool. And then they're doing that.
I feel like a lot of times people get bored with all the same ones, and you want to throw in something a little bit different or something differently themed or something a little bit more action. You know, you can't just keep watching.
But that's why you get 8-Bit Christmas with that came out a couple years ago. Like the people keep remaking. Yeah, 8-Bit Christmas is about the kid who wanted a Nintendo at Christmas, and it's like they're adding all these like Christmas themed movies to be like, okay, we got another one. And every year at Christmas, when everyone's home, we hope they'll all watch these movies on our streaming service so we can sell them advertising so that they can buy stuff.
Propaganda.
I want to give a shout out. Let me just look this up real quick. A shout out to a comedian because he made it's a comedian that does
Christmas is fake, by the way. Jesus wasn't born December 25th. I'm just gonna remind y'all. This whole
that Boondocks
thing
episode.
There's a whole part of the world. The oldest Christians in the world celebrate Christmas on January 6th. Just saying, there's a reason they do it a whole different day.
Oh snap! This just
Wrong too,
occurred.
because the winter would have been too cold during that time.
I'm not here to start disputing religion. I'm not trying to get completely canceled immediately. Thank you so much.
Should we?
If you want to learn more about Christmas, watch the Boondocks episode about Christmas.
Bong.
That's a really good one. But there's a
Good
comedian who does like PowerPoint presentations, and so what he did was he put all the different types of female character jobs, a place, and the type of guy that they're trying to see, and he managed to like say okay, this girl, that place, this guy, this is the movie, this is the year it came out, this is the Hallmark movie, this is the year it came out.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, I'll let Dave have the moment of, if people want to have these traditions, Elf on a Shelf, who's a snitch, Die Hard is a Christmas movie, even though it's not to me. Home Alone. If you want to
have these traditions, but
make
don't call it
Batman Returns.
I would just like to point out those traditions that you are holding on to are capitalist structured traditions that they have actively created to sell you advertising.
Because
every time when I go on Crave and Crave has a whole Christmas section and it's Home Alone, Harry Potter, and Die Hard, I know they're coming for you. They don't care about you. They're just like,
put Lethal Weapon 1 in there too.
That's wild.
Oh my god,
that's wild. Like when people argue that Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie, I look at them like,
my god,
what?
I've never heard that one.
Just saying,
bro, you understand? Since I posted
the only reason I would say that
I've been getting people out the fucking woodwork talking about, oh, is Iron Man 3 a Christmas movie? Like, really?
The only reason I would say Iron Man 3 would kind of float in there is just because of the director, Shane Black. All the time, whenever he does a movie, all of his stuff is always It just so happens around Christmas.
Lethal Weapon is way more than Iron Man 3. If we ever gonna
Ness,
argue
go ahead,
that.
hit us.
That's
Hit
his
us.
hallmark.
I don't know. Like for some reason, my family and I, as a tradition, every Christmas we would sit down and watch all the Michael Jackson videos.
Oh,
that's
that's
cute.
good. That's good. I like
All
that.
My
of it?
dad was a crazy MJ fan, and we just did that growing up. But it's not a Christmas.
All of them are Christmas songs.
Not
I'm
Christmas music.
Michael Jackson
Oh,
is
man.
exactly, you know.
I'm surprised your dad did not put on the Jackson 5 Christmas album. That's what.
Well, they
hit-
don't have
hit hard.
videos for that.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. But that was a good album. My
definitely
dad got me
listened to
my
the
mom
song.
that album. That was a good album to
But
listen
I'm
to.
just
That-
saying,
that
like
was a
that's something
plug.
that we did every single year, like from
so
when I
cool.
was a kid until I was a teenager. And I'm not gonna go around telling people Michael Jackson's videos are Christmas videos.
These are Christmas artists.
I think
Again-
my tradition was when I would go to my godparents, I would put on Coming to America. Since I was like a
Right.
kid
Yeah,
onward,
classic,
Coming to America.
classic.
Is that a
that's
Christmas
good.
I knew it
movie?
wasn't a Christmas movie, but I'm just like, well, there's snow. They're in New York. I used to go to New York sometimes in
snow.
Christmas as a
Christmas
kid.
movie.
I'm
There's
feeling it.
snow.
I'm feeling it.
I did say
He
that.
showed
I
up
did
in
say
winter
that.
time.
I'm feeling it.
I at least the movies I'm promoting as Christmas actually, as you guys say, have that theme of Christmas at least in them.
I guess, yeah.
But this is
And
my
at the same
point.
time, like if it's a
I
Christmas
love
movie
it.
or a Christmas themed movie, I agree with what you're saying about like, you know, the nitpick of that line. But at the end of the day, the theme is good enough to make it a reason to watch at
Yeah,
that
I mean,
time.
No
It
one's
is-
saying you can't watch
Remember,
it.
It
ladies
is
and gentlemen,
listed though. It is listed as a Christmas movie in a lot of places.
If you
Ladies
go
and
on Disney
gentlemen-
Plus, Die Hard is in the holiday.
Oh,
and
yeah, we're gonna
Christmas
use-
section.
Are we
We're
using
in
Disney as a
Disney.
measure
Hey,
of all
man,
things?
hold on.
They're the one who brought in
I'll-
the gag reel. They're the ones who get to choose this.
if I could end it, I would just say that, don't let
That's
Doc.
such a smart move to say. If I could end it,
If
so-
I could end it, I would say, don't let Doc.
motherfucker
Yuck.
manipulating us.
Thank you,
Don't let Doc
Jawz.
yuck your yum and say that just because you watch a certain movie that's not designated as a Christmas movie and because it's capitalism. Remember, all the Christmas movies are capitalism.
Yeah,
Wait, time out.
Movie-
Whoa,
Charlie
whoa,
Brown.
whoa, whoa.
Remember, a Charlie
capitalism.
Brown Christmas was the people that put the money down for it was Coca-Cola, and that was the whole reason that thing even got made. Remember
Wait,
that?
hold up. We're not gonna sit here and act like you didn't just say dog your yum. What the fuck does that mean?
Yuck
No,
your
don't
yum.
yuck your yum.
Yuck your yum.
Yuck
Yeah,
your
that's
yum.
he said it before. He loves it.
Yuck your
I
yum.
say that
Yuck
too. I won't
your
lie.
yum.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Yuck
funny.
your yum.
Are you
Mhm.
searching? He's like looking up. He's
Do
like,
it.
Where?
What the?
Watch Urban Dictionary. Is that what you got first for yuck your
Nah, I
yum?
just got I got Reddit.
Okay, interesting.
You know
What
who I
the
heard
fuck?
that from first? It's from a YouTuber named Doobie Doobop.
Okay,
So it's basically
Yuck
like
your
The
yum.
Suppose
food
like-
blogger.
Suppose like I like my fries. That's not like suppose we're talking
You
about
like your fries
poutine.
with mayo, for example, and I
yeah,
don't.
and then
do
you
that.
were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Ew, that's gross." And it's like, well, some
Don't
people like
yuck
it.
my-
But I'm not gonna. You yuck.
Yeah, yeah.
That you considered yummy.
Yeah, like don't
I'm
make
not
me
gonna
feel
yuck your
bad because
yum.
you don't
That's-
like it. Yeah.
That's the dumbest
Fries
thing.
with
I've-
mayo.
That's so silly.
Why are you having egg
That's the
sauce with your
dumbest
fries? What's wrong
That's
with
the
you?
silly.
So
that's, up there,
angry.
that's up there with like
So pissed.
skedaddling. Who the fuck is a skedaddle? What's a
Oh,
You
skedaddle?
gotta get out of here. You gotta skedaddle.
Oh my god.
Gotta give.
Whoa.
Sometimes you gotta give her, man. You gotta give her.
So dumb. Somebody
God.
in
You
the
gotta
chat-
get her done.
Somebody in the chat, Lee J, wanted us to say that rank the 6 Home Alone movies. Nigga, I don't even know there were 6 movies.
Yeah,
There's
Too
six?
many.
yeah.
Wait,
There's six.
Yeah,
listen-
just kept
Hold
going.
up.
One,
I know
two,
though, the one thing I do know, even though I didn't watch the last 5.
I love that you said
How dare you?
the thing I know,
Top
even
one.
though
What
I
I do
did
know
not watch.
about Home Alone is that the last one was actually filmed in Montreal.
Yes.
The one that
Yeah,
is
but
Home
that-
Sweet Home
But here's
Alone.
the, but
Yeah.
here's the thing though. That one took like forever to do because they ran out of money.
Oh no.
Mm.
Is that what
Yeah,
it
they
was?
ran out of money.
They
It was like
finished?
I think from what I heard, it was like a year and a half in
Damn.
between like the shooting because they ran out of money or there's a production hold on it.
That's
I
rough.
think Tristan's in it.
Possibly. It's
Because of
it's
the
I know
strike?
the guy that plays Buzz is in it.
yes. He's like a cop or something.
He's
And
like a
Yeah.
cop, and then he's a cop, and then
yeah.
it's technically in the same universe because his last name's
Yeah.
McAllister, and it seems like Kevin went on to make a bunch of home
security
stuff.
Yes.
So he starts crapping on his brother while he's like,
yes,
"Oh,
yeah. I
Come
remember.
on, did you just say the guy that plays Buzz like it's not Tim Allen?
no, it's Buzz. Buzz, though, like
No, like Buzz, like
Oh,
like the older
brother.
brother.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
Buzz Lightyear. My fault.
No, the older
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah, the older brother in Home Alone.
Got you. I was about to get on you. I was like, what?
no.
Disrespect Tim Allen. Like
Akeem
that?
is ready. He's
Yeah.
Oh, I was ready for a fight.
He's just angry.
I was ready for a fight.
Always ready.
He's expecting a heckler crowd type thing going on. That's-
I was ready for a fight. Every time I come here, I'm fighting for my life. Every time I
We appreciate you, man. How you fight for
Akeem,
your
how you
life?
doing, man? I haven't seen you in so long. You suck. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
That was-
if we could pivot real quick.
Go
Did
ahead,
you
hit
guys
us.
watch the trailer for the Superman?
Yes.
season?
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I
It was a
want to
teaser
talk about
trailer, right? It's not the full trailer.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
It's
teaser.
the sneak of the sneak.
yeah, I woke up this morning, went out, did my stuff, came home. My phone is flashing because I have the alerts for DC's YouTube channel and everything. So I'm like, oh snap! Turn on my TV because I want to watch it in the 4K.
Mm.
Turn the TV on.
All right, relax, Brian. We know you're getting money. Chill.
No, not me. The nurse. I ain't gonna play like I got the money. I'm a cat man. I've said that many times. I'm at home scrubbing floors, being like, "Yes, ma'am." Okay, as long as I get my PS5 and the 4K TV, thank you. But I'm watching this trailer, and as I'm watching, I'm like, "Wait, what?" This is, and then it ends with official teaser trailer. So still not a full damn trailer. Official teaser trailer tomorrow. I got so mad that I ran to my TV for this.
One thing I'll give it.
The music.
The music.
Please.
Yes, the music is good.
I was like, oh man.
The music is good.
Finally, someone that likes Superman.
Hey, Hans Zimmer didn't
Finally,
hate
a
on.
director that likes Superman.
Hans Zimmer gave Superman some good music. It was just intense.
I feel bad because I feel like Henry Cavill liked Superman. I feel like
Mhm.
Hans Zimmer likes Superman. I feel like everybody else that was in that movie likes
Oh,
Superman.
Snyder
except Zack
didn't.
Snyder.
Yeah,
Zack
yeah,
Snyder
Snyder
likes
didn't.
Batman.
No.
Yes. Snyder don't love nobody.
I never
Nope.
liked Superman.
Oh,
You didn't like Henry Cavill?
Eh.
Oh,
Wow.
that was deep.
Okay,
That was like a
wait.
twist of knife.
Actually,
Let it
I
bleed
like
out.
Henry Cavill. I do like him as an actor. I just
Yeah.
don't like Superman.
Oh, the
okay.
character.
Just-
yeah.
Yes.
We've had this conversation too.
Superman
One of
as
the
a
problems.
whole.
One of the problems with Superman, we've said this on the podcast. Superman is OP to OP. Like, and
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
said in the past, one of the reasons I think it's like that is because Superman is one of the original superheroes, and when you
Yeah.
were a kid, like the people who got to write Superman read Superman as kids, and when it was their turn, you can't turn down how big Superman was to you when
Mhm.
you start putting pen to paper, because you're just like, nigga, I made it right. Superman, he gonna
Yeah.
do this, and he's gonna do, and then he gets bigger and bigger, and now we've gotten to a point in 2024. Superman's been around since what, 1940, like almost 100 years of
long.
super.
Yeah.
And like you can't they've tried depowering him. They've changed his powers.
Well,
I will say though, let me just add this last part. The new Absolute Superman, which is it's Marvel's Ultimate Universe,
DC.
where it's like Batman is actually friends with some of his rogues, and Wonder Woman was raised in hell. She's not an Amazonian in the same way. And Superman actually got to Earth as a teenager, not as a baby, and has a completely different understanding of his powers and
Oh,
interactions
that's
with people.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Peacemaker,
dope.
for example, Peacemaker in that universe isn't one person. Peacemaker is an army of guys who all wear like Peacemaker helmets and stuff. Lois, for example, isn't a journalist. She's a military, she's like a soldier. So it's really interesting to see what they're doing with that title. So if you guys are looking to jump in on a new take, which is exactly why they did the Ultimate Universe, and they're doing this Absolute Universe, now's the time. The Absolute Batman is very interesting. Absolute Superman is interesting. Absolute Wonder Woman.
The closest thing I've seen recently to Superman being depowered was when they took in the series, in the Superman and Lois series,
Yeah.
took out his heart and put in a human heart.
Oh.
My nigga was struggling the entire time.
I didn't realize they took. Yeah, I didn't
That's why
watch
he
that
passes-
show enough.
That's why he passes away at the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
damn.
the general that dies, they take out his heart and put it into Superman. Because I think his heart had kryptonite. I didn't watch the episode or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
and that's why he started getting old, getting grays, and stuff like that.
I should have given that show more of a chance, because when I saw the
You didn't
ending where
watch me on it.
I did watch you on it, but I didn't want. I watched you on that. I watched you on Tracker. I'm checking out your stuff, homie. I got you, but I'm not really watching. That's a good episode, Tracker, by the way. You were funny in it at the anyway. I don't want to spoil it. People should check it out. Did you also do the one with
the NASA type?
Yeah, but you also did another CBS one that I liked that got canceled. The one where the guy is a detective.
I had nothing to do with it.
No, I know.
That was a quick response.
Because I don't want these people say I'm the curse.
No. That's Tyler Labine. That man is cursed when it comes to. I've said that so many times in the past to people. People are like, "Why are you saying that?" I'm like, "Listen, I love Tyler Labine. That's the part that hurts. From Reaper to all the other shows, all the way up to New Amsterdam. I've checked out all his shows. I watched. Reaper. He's one of the first people that had a Hulu show where he talked to ghosts or some shit. Like I checked out Tyler Labine's stuff too. But my boy just kept getting canceled. Like every chance, I was like, "Come on now, give the man a show on TV." I legit. So, no, I'm not. There was one where So Help Me Todd. That was.
One. Yeah, I did that one.
That was a good. That was a good episode that you did, and I really did like So Help Me Todd. I thought that was a fun show, like more so than Matlock. No offense to Matlock, but I wouldn't have. Matlock feels like the replacements for So Help Me Todd because the same like legal.
Is it
type
canceled?
show.
So Help Me Todd now.
Yeah, they canceled it. So Help Me Todd. They got canceled after 2 seasons, and they kind of canceled it almost on a cliffhanger, which I thought was unfortunate. But yeah,
I don't even know. They cut me to check. I forgot all about them.
You're just like good to see you.
You're a nomad, just walking.
Bro,
around.
It's funny. I'm glad I got you because me and my boy were talking about the potential, not cameos, but like other superheroes they're bringing in to Superman. Because so far, who's been confirmed? You got Mr. Terrific. You got Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Gunn is a nerd. He's bringing in he's bringing in meta. What's his name? Metamorpho. Yeah, he's bringing characters that I feel and to live action, which is very Metamorpho in live action is very difficult.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm impressed that that's someone he wants to tackle.
Are be the toughest.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, can we? Okay, so that's in the news section, but we talk about it for real quick. A $40 million body horror Clayface movie. What are we thinking?
Do it.
Do it.
I mean,
do it.
I'm not big on horror, so I'm not the right demographic.
It'd be so good.
Who's directing it?
Sorry. Sorry. What was it?
Clayface is a Batman villain, and they're doing a $40 million Clayface body horror film. Because
Cronenberg, what are we doing? If we're not saying Cronenberg, what are we doing?
It sucks because I love horror, but I hate body horror.
Oh, get the dude that did Subsistence.
Body horror is too much for me.
It's being written by Mike Flanagan. I don't know if they have a director yet. Unless they're doing Preston Main version of character, according to Deadline, DC Studios has set a September 11, 2026 release date for Clayface standalone movie. The news comes a couple days after Variety reported that the film.
2026?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they're going to do
that right now.
Yeah, they should probably. Yeah, they're probably going to start. Well, I don't know if he's already written it. The news comes a couple days after Variety reported that a film about the Batman villain was coming down the pike. Written by Mike Flanagan. Okay, so it sounds like it's already written. The project is currently looking for a director, so they don't have the director yet. Oh, well. Yeah, pre-production on that. Once the director comes in, it's gonna have to be fast track.
That's gonna be quick.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, Ness, you know quite a bit about horror directors. Is there anyone specifically you think could tackle body horror? Like did you see The Substance?
I did.
What do you think, like, what are you feeling like director-wise?
The thing is, I'm not a body horror fan.
Right.
So the directors who do body horror, I'm not.
Who are some directors, though? Because, Jawz, who did you name?
David Cronenberg, Canada's own.
Yeah, because
he did The Fly, Existence, like he does a Videodrome, like all that weird, crazy stuff. But that's like he's like 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I don't know if he's still doing stuff around and stuff like that, but that's the guy that comes to mind when you say body horror.
Interesting.
I mean, I like Clayface as a character. I'm a little concerned about deciding to do a body horror rated R film with the character because they have the character on Harley Quinn on Max, and as much as it's an animated show and it's a rated R animated show. Kids aren't supposed to be watching it. Kids will still watch cartoons. So there's kids who know Clayface from that show and might want to go see Clayface, especially when you say Clayface.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting to hear that James Gunn is pivoting away from a younger audience, while Marvel's big thing is to try and pivot directly into younger audiences.
But you realize that's a mistake.
Yeah, Gunn is definitely skewing older for the stuff he's planning to make. At least that's how it feels, because greenlighting a Superman movie and introducing characters that I don't think anyone other than hardcore fans know about. But because it's Superman, he's going to introduce them, which is great. He's using that. Well, I don't think people know Metamorpho. I don't think people know, like, Mr. Terrific is cool to us, but how many kids you feel know Mr. Terrific?
Now it's sure.
Even Guy Gardner to a certain extent.
Yeah,
but I kind of
think
feel
it's more of the collab though. Because think about it, look at Young Justice, for example. I'm sure the average person who watched Young Justice didn't know majority of they brought in more
Red
side
Tornado.
characters. Pardon me?
Red Tornado. Yeah, people don't know who that is.
No, and I think it's great that Gunn is taking this opportunity to use Superman as a plate to deliver and introduce all these characters. Don't get me wrong. I like that he's doing it. If anything, he's doing what Marvel did better, because Marvel used Iron Man, and Marvel got lucky that Iron Man blew up, because Iron Man was a relative unknown at the time. Like, we knew him, but
Well, the difference between what Gunn's doing now with DC and Marvel's doing, Marvel introduced, we never got more than, let's say, one or two crucial characters to the storyline at one point. Like when Thor came out, we got Hawkeye, right? Iron Man, we only got Black Widow in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then we got, and obviously we knew in Captain America we were going to get Winter Soldier, because that's just a natural transition thing. But we never got more than one or two characters that overall came into the arc of the thing. Whereas with Superman, we're getting everybody. Like, this nigga's in the Justice League and everyone's popping out.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, I was going to say just really quickly, because what's really annoying is like, oh, we're going to do a Superman movie. Let's look at those movies in the 80s and what villains. People only know two villains, and that's the Kryptonians and Lex Luthor. That's it. That's all we can do with a Superman movie. And it's like, there's so much other things, other bad guys you could do or try to introduce, but it's just like, nah, we only got two. There's only only has two villains.
For James Gunn, though,
movie wise,
it's
just like, no, there's more. Come on.
But the thing for this is that James Gunn is gone, and I think this is going to be his spirit, or like his direction, I should say, going for the next couple of films, with the exception of maybe films that people really don't know the characters at all. Superman, you're jumping in the thick. It's not there is no origin story in this.
Thankfully.
You are jumping into, we all know who Superman is. We all know who Lex Luthor is. We know who Lois is. We don't need that. And these so I think the one thing that's going to be interesting about James Gunn's approach in general, and you even saw it a little bit in Peacemaker with some of the things that he was doing, and even in Suicide Squad, it's like, we don't need to sit there and like pander to the concept of like, oh, we need to like nurse you to where we are. No, here's a character, get an idea of what they're capable of. Let's tell a story.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what Suicide Squad was.
Yeah. I have one minor nitpick with what Gunn is doing with this universe. I understand that he's very proud of what he did with Peacemaker.
Rightfully so.
But he should cut the cord.
Oh, yes.
Because Peacemaker is still technically tied to the DCEU. Even if he's just like, season 1, that one scene at the end with the Justice League, non-canonical now. It's just like, buddy, no, we all saw it. It's in the episode. You can write it out. You could pretend, but Peacemaker himself is part of that DCEU. Amanda Waller, Viola Davis, God bless her. She does a fantastic job. It would be sad to lose her, but guess what? If you're having to cut and start fresh, you should cut and start fresh. Like, I hate the idea of her leaving, but if you're gonna start fresh, start fresh. The fact that she's still connected, dude. She had a meeting with Ben Affleck's Batman. Like, you can't move. You can't move on.
Be like, well, we're gonna kind of downgrade the star, but we'll still get someone as good quality. Like, we're gonna put in CC Pounder. Who has done it? Voice, yes, and is an amazing actress on her own right. So she can kind of jump in on that. But It's
Yeah,
But
it really is. It's the one thing that when it comes to this new universe, DC Studios, Creature Commandos is already linked to that universe because Weasel's in it, and Weasel was in the Suicide Squad. He's the only character that survives, not only character, but he's the character that he brought over, who happens to be voiced by his brother. Don't get me wrong, Gunn. I respect the nepotism move. If you're going to bring your brother in and get him paid. At this point, though, he's been having his brother do so much. The brother played Rocket. I'm not going to be mad at
Rocket.
Yeah, I'm not going to be mad at a director who's just like, "You're my brother. We're fam. I will always have your back.
1,000%.
I will make sure." I'm okay with that. The nepotism thing that bothers me more in Hollywood sometimes is just like kids who haven't
children.
Yeah, people who haven't shown us anything. Sean Gunn was on Gilmore Girls with those, and if you guys know the story of Gilmore Girls, supposedly extra pages per episode. That's why they talk so fast. Like they had to work in more script. That's why all the characters talk in that really fast pace. And yes, there's more pages per script. Yeah, there's more pages per their average script on that show than most shows, which is one of the reasons that they're so quick when they talk, because they had to do it for timing because they would never be able to fit all of it in an episode. So Sean Gunn has done his time, and so it's not like his brother's like giving him a chance because he's you're down on your luck. No, you did the work. Come, let's do these movies. I'll get you paid. I get paid. We go on, and Aldous Hodge and his brother, same mentality. I see them doing the same thing. I'm for it. But get your brother to play a different character.
What if some of the kids are doing simple PA stuff or assistant stuff? You don't get a nice write up. Oh, this kid got me coffee.
Right, like it's almost too easy for them.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, I mean, I think
they would say it's not, but yeah,
it'll get you so far, and then the rest of it is up to you.
Yes, yeah.
What's her name?
Maya Hawke.
No, Dreyfus. Julia
Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, her dad is like a big thing, but it's
they're millionaires.
But if she ain't funny, she ain't getting cast in nothing. You
True.
know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
She's legit.
And you know how
timing, not funny.
And you know how we know that's true? Because no offense to her son, but he's not that good, and that's why I don't see him in a lot of stuff. Because her son is always playing the he kind of plays the jockey dude in a lot of shows. He was on Sex Lives of Mindy Kaling's show, and then he was on another show, and he always plays like this jockey / nerdy dude. And every time I see him, I'm just like, all right. You don't got that. Yeah, you don't got that Julia Louis-Dreyfus timing, buddy. I'm sorry. You need it.
You're the Elaine dance.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, guys. Ness, you have a suggestion. I see over here.
Do.
I feel like you're starting.
I was like,
you're gonna try and start. You're gonna try and start another debate, but okay.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we were on the topic of Home Alone being a Christmas movie.
Oh Jesus, no!
I want to know. I want to know. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
One.
Yeah.
Of all time?
Akeem, you can, because Akeem did mention his list before, but it's true the rest of us didn't say. So, Akeem, do you want to start us off? Because Ness
I got
okay, fine.
The Grinch. The ones that are these are bar none the best ones. Yeah, it's the Grinch, Jingle All the Way.
Is this in order?
No, it's not in order.
Oh, okay.
What was the last one I said? I can't remember.
You said, I think you said Elf.
I think you said Elf was on there.
Elf was on there.
And Nightmare Before. You had Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, but that's a mood thing. That's very interchangeable. There's this one movie I watched as a kid. Movie. It was on the Disney Channel. It was a Disney Channel original with Bryan Cranston. 'Twas the Night.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like I know it.
'Twas the Night. Bryan Cranston was a bad boy. He owed some people some money. He goes and finds his family, and then Santa comes down the chimney, and he has this thing where he can freeze people and then shrink stuff. And then Bryan Cranston wakes up and he grabs it and he goes and what he wants to do, he convinces his nephew to swap lives. Homeless people live like rich people, and rich people, yeah. So that's cool. One too. But the top three, 100% Jingle All the Way. Grinch is anybody. If the Grinch isn't in people's top three,
but which Grinch?
Jim Carrey. What you mean?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Sure,
see,
for
I'm
sure.
already disagreeing you on that one.
Oh,
interesting.
Dave. Fuck.
I'm saying I'm waiting for my top. I will say my top.
You're
I'm
next.
not saying you
You're
don't have
next.
to
Okay,
like
so
it.
we're saying 3 tops.
You're next. Go.
All right. I will say the things I will say the ones I've watched probably every single year since I've
Give
been a
us your
kid.
stop sugarcoat. Give us your top 3.
It's okay. Don't calm down. Now I'm going to take it nice and slow.
Now
I will
figure it out.
I will
Alright,
cut you
alright,
off and go to
alright,
me if you take too
All
long.
right.
You got time
So
like that.
straight up,
No, huh?
the original Grinch, the original animated Grinch, in my opinion, is the best Grinch.
Why you gotta start a beef?
It's a good
Anyways.
Grinch. It's a good Grinch, I admit, but not better than Jim Carrey, I don't think.
I
Nah.
think so, but that's my own.
I like the
Yeah,
animated
yeah.
Give the other 2. Give the other 2.
I would say Mickey's Christmas Carol. I've always watched
What?
it.
Who?
Mickey's Christmas Carol,
Like
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse?
like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. The animated
Okay.
one. That's a good one.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Garfield's Christmas.
What are we talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
Dude,
Have a
what
good
you-
old fashioned Christmas down
Dude,
on the farm.
Those I watch back to back every Christmas Eve. It's
Because
my
it was on
movie. The 3 of them
YTV, that's
together is
why.
my movie. And
Those
it's
are
all
good
half
ones,
an hour.
man. Those are good ones.
Those are all Those ones are arguably all classics.
They are.
And
I
then
agree. I
the
agree
2
with
Home
the
Alones
grandma.
would be.
What was the last one? Sorry, Dave.
The last 2 are my Home Alone. They're the 2 first Home Alones.
What?
Those are the ones I never miss,
You watched those
including this one, but I
episodes-
don't want to start arguments with people right now.
Dave,
Hey, we're allowed to disagree.
So Dave, you go. So time out. So when Christmas time comes, right? It's a festive season. You go out of your way to watch Garfield's Christmas.
I own it on fucking DVD, bro.
Yeah, man. Boom. Put
I
that.
have a DVD that has Garfield's Halloween, then Thanksgiving, and the Christmas one. I legit watch them a month apart.
Nice.
Damn.
You at least you're committed.
They let me out today just to come here, but yes, I'm committed.
We're
Can I
gonna
go?
get into.
That's not what I expected.
We're gonna get into the Jim Carrey Grinch in a minute, but I want to make sure everyone gives their list first, because like
Right.
I might Janessa might say something crazy and I forget all about you.
You know what? Akeem? This is the first time we actually agree. Okay.
Are we bonded?
Because
She's bringing you to the dark side. That's how she got all of us, bro.
That's how she got on the podcast. Started saying all shit y'all like to hear, and then all of a sudden hot takes as soon as the camera comes on.
Oh god.
okay, I'll go next since I'm talking. For me, Grinch is definitely up there
Which
in
one?
my top 3. Grinch, the Jim Carrey one.
Mm-hmm.
Elf for sure.
Up there.
Which is ironic because I don't like.
Will
I do
Ferrell.
not like Will Ferrell.
You know, it'd be
Like
funny. She said, "I don't
Yo,
like
cut
being
him out,
John."
yo.
You lost it.
Just as
I
quickly as you
knew
got on the same team. You backstabbed him right away. That was great.
It sounded
That was
so
great.
good.
I'm safe.
I
But
can't-
that's the only Will Ferrell movie I like.
I like that Akeem said, let's the other go first because I know someone might say some wild shit. And Janessa
30
immediately
seconds
said,
later.
I don't fuck with Will Ferrell.
You know what's funny? I don't fuck with Jim Carrey either.
Wow.
Oh,
Bro, cut
Get
her
her
off.
off.
Cut her off. Cut her off.
I got
Get her off
Cut her
the
off.
show.
She's done.
But I like
a treasure.
I like Jim
Dave-
Carrey more than Will Ferrell.
Ness,
The problem-
You can't say it like you do.
problem. Wait. Listen, because the thing is, Jim Carrey is too slapstick for me. I'm not into slapstick comedy. It's just not my humor. And then Will Ferrell is just too. It's too stupid. It's just too stupid for
He
me.
yells a lot.
Ness,
Yeah.
Ness, for context, on the first show Akeem ever did, we talked about why Jim Carrey is an icon and why
He's
Jim
an
Carrey
icon.
and when Jim Carrey wrote
You're
a
not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that.
Yo, I still respect him. I still respect him as a comedian. I respect him as an actor.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
This is my
You were
Christmas
so
present.
Dave,
This right
I
now.
apologize. Dave, I apologize. I'm
I
so
apologize.
I think
I'm
he's
so sorry.
talented.
That should be the name of the
I am
episode.
so sorry. I let the fact that I thought Ness and I would be able to bond for some separate and divide us. I'm sorry, Dave. I apologize. I love you.
So
I
good.
didn't even finish my list.
I know. That's
You
why
don't
I
want
was
to hear the
laughing.
rest of it.
It's like
We
you guys
don't wanna hear the rest of
are
it.
divorced immediately. That's how that went down right
We
now.
don't want to hear the rest of it. You
Well,
talking
I'm
about you
saying
coming
it
at Jim Carrey,
anyway.
you coming with Will Ferrell? If you next thing you need to tell me Shrek is a terrible movie, I'm gonna fucking lose
Okay,
it.
no, whoa.
The lines of engagement, the lines in the sand have been dropped.
We found
Shrek is a great
unification with
movie.
Shrek.
I'm just gonna
Fantastic.
clarify.
Bobby.
It's a great movie.
So how do you feel? Oh, but Mike Myers ain't shit. Is that what you want to say?
Don't say it,
Wow,
Ness.
I'm done.
Ness, don't say it.
I'm done.
Ness, don't say
I'm
it.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
Because remember, she's younger than us, man.
I think.
So
Hey,
like,
it's not about that. I think we have different humor.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that
I like that.
all the people that you're not liking, Ness, they were big in the 90s.
I'm sure,
still
and that's why I
big.
have so much respect for them because they literally started a lot. Like, they
I-
paved the way.
Your respect sounds so much like pity at this point. You're like,
It's not.
I mean, these old men get on the camera, and I really appreciate that they
That's
put the
so
work.
great.
I-
When I hear the crinkle in the film, I know to top
And
off
I
my
took a
hat.
Film class. I took a film class. And I had
Jessica,
to
give
learn
me a
all
comedy
about
that you enjoy.
comedy.
Can you give me a comedy that you enjoy so I can get a point of reference and then
I'm
we'll go back to the
scared.
I'm scared. That's the name of it. I'm scared.
Say it with your chest. Give me one comedy so I have a point of reference and then we'll get back to the Christmas movie. I'm sorry for derailing this, but now I'm upset. I'm
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew.
Super
I'm
bad.
sorry. I'm triggered again. What? Give me one comedy.
You like
That you
Superbad.
Superbad, but you don't like Will. That's
She said super bad.
Time out.
Yeah.
Did she just say super bad?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
have the nerve to disrespect slapstick comedy? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not expecting it. I
You
like
said verbatim, I do not like slapstick
I
comedy.
like sarcastic humor. I like the quick witty type of humor.
Yes, I will say though, it is hard to ignore Jaws's point of the age gap because I would say Jonah would say he was inspired by the people that
I'm
we were
sure
talking-
that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
saying I respect them because I know they paved the way. I know that's where guys
Again,
I love you,
I-
Ness.
I-
I'm just
I'm
saying
just gonna
the
say
taste
that. I
I
change.
love
took
you,
a
Ness.
film class and I did a bunch of research on comedy and where it started and Charlie Chaplin and all these. I did all of that.
Yeah.
So I understand it and I respect
Marx
it a
Brothers,
lot.
baby.
Even though I don't like necessarily, it's not necessarily my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect it, and I
I'm,
think
just, I'm,
what they
I'm
did
trying to
is-
give
is
you a way
great.
out, Ness, and you're just like, no. I'm like, no.
But
Ness,
it's
let me ask you
no,
a
but
question.
I'm allowed
It's
to
called,
like.
it's called
If I
Big
don't
Up.
laugh, I don't laugh. Like, what do you want me
Ness,
to
let me ask you a
do?
question.
I
Let
know,
me
I
ask you a
understand.
question.
I can't change the chemical balance in my brain.
Ness, let me ask you a question. Is water wet?
Oh my God. Can we get back to her list? Can we allow her to get back to her list?
It's slippery.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, the
Finish your
list.
list,
Let's go to the
finish your
list. Let's go to the
list.
list. Backtrack.
Um,
The list.
Okay,
Grinch was the part.
I was gonna say for like shits and giggles, like 3 fun ones. I really like Frosty.
Okay, yeah. That's
I don't know if it's
classic.
Frosty the Snowman or Frosty. I can't
Which
remember.
one? The animated one, or
The animated
No.
one or real
Yeah.
person?
or just
No, the
same-
one with what's his name?
Michael Keaton?
Yes,
Jack
That's
Frost.
Jack
Jack
Frost?
Frost.
Jack Frost. Okay. yeah.
Jack Frost. Yes,
Wait, that's a Christmas movie?
isn't it?
Is it the
Uh,
I haven't
I-
that comes because I've never watched the movie, not because I'm trying to be an asshole.
It's more of like a wintertime.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Okay.
the winter
but
time.
I think it's trying. I'm assuming it's
I-
trying to play off of Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
But
thing.
this one, but this is strictly like this is
Yeah.
like nostalgic for me. That's probably
Mhm.
why.
Go on.
And then this Christmas, I really love.
Which one's this Christmas?
Yeah, which one's this Christmas? I don't remember that
With
one.
Chris Brown.
And Idris Elba.
Oh, okay.
2007.
I mean,
I'm playing the white card.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
now,
yeah,
now I'm showing.
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
now,
no.
now clearly I'm showing my age.
No, 100%. Because the fact that because that movie and another Black Christmas movie, there's a huge debate. The one with Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
There's a
exactly.
huge-
Oh.
Perfect Christmas.
Yeah, there's like a
Oh,
huge
the
debate.
perfect
in
holiday.
the-
The perfect holiday.
Yeah, something like that. But I know there's a
No,
debate in the Black
it's-
community of which one's the better Black Christmas movie. And I will say,
Oh.
last year I sat down and watched them both with my mom, and my mom and I both agreed that the Gabrielle Union one was better than the Chris Brown
yeah?
Idris Elba. Because my mom didn't really vibe with the whole Idris Elba like the whole gun in the club. Like my mom was just like,
Yeah,
what is this Christmas movie?
Oh,
where
but
we
a shotgun at the dinner table is better. Shotgun at Christmas dinner is better.
Okay, and then this one I think you guys will appreciate is A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Nice.
I don't appreciate it. That's not gonna save you from the dumb shit you just said.
Okay, chill, man. Chill.
No, I'm triggered, Jawz. I'm triggered. You said you don't like slapstick.
Yo, she tripped and you kicked the dust in her face. That's not
Wait a
nice.
minute. You're gonna tell me right now that Superbad is slapstick?
It's on the same wavelength.
Yeah, Superbad has slapstick moments.
I
There's
wouldn't say
vagina
there's
blood on
No,
his leg. It's
Ness,
pretty
Ness,
slapstick.
Explain the cops. What were the cops doing with McLovin?
Oh, actually, 21 Jump Street was a really funny movie for me.
That is definitely slapstick. There's
Yeah,
slapstick
I was
moments.
about to say, girl, that did not help.
Ness,
you.
it's
There's
not-
a whole
okay,
montage of them on
hey,
drugs
hold on a
running
second.
around. Like,
But-
I don't even
But
like
how?
that movie.
Please explain to me how that's the same as Jim Carrey.
No. I get it. Okay, so here's the thing.
And Will
Here-
Ferrell, like
in the
please
90s
explain it
I
to
think
me.
you
No,
mean,
no.
It's not slapstick. You want physical comedies. The term I think you don't like.
No, because
No.
because okay, I think I understand.
Like
Jim
Dumb and
Carrey-
Dumber can't
Yes,
stand
okay,
it.
exactly. Jim Carrey,
Can't
Akeem,
stand
it's okay. Akeem, breathe. Akeem, breathe.
Come back,
I
bro.
can't breathe.
I brought you here. Come back. We're separated on Home Alone, but we're not separated on this, bro. Come back.
Oh,
back.
girl, how are you gonna say Dumb and Dumber is not a good movie? Okay,
Like, come on.
I didn't say it's not good. I said
ever.
for me it's not funny. Like it's not my humor.
I dare say the end. I dare say the best ending to a comedy movie is the ending of Dumb and Dumber. Them not go.
them not getting
Them
on
not
the bus.
getting be like it's not that way is potentially
That's
one of the
so
most
funny.
genius endings that was done
It's not funny
on
to
the
me.
day.
Go ahead,
They
go
changed
ahead.
the
Funny
script
to
for
me.
that.
Say
Okay.
your explanation.
Who?
Doc.
Okay, I was saying, because before she even said Dumb and Dumber, I was about to say, I think when it comes to like generationally, I know you don't want to say it's an age thing.
No,
I
said maybe it is because I feel like
Yeah,
I'm like
because I
maybe-
do feel like like there are more people in like who are after. I don't know.
Can I just jump to it?
I'm so nervous.
Can I
Let
jump
him
to it?
finish. Let him finish.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like there's a generational gap because Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and what was the third movie he did in the same year?
The Mask.
Mask. Like that kind of like crazy, like over the top Jim Carrey performance that we never saw anything like that. And when we got those movies, we were like, this man is fucking incredible. And he did 3 movies in 1 year where he gave us some of the most energetic comedic performances we'd ever seen.
I think he's one of the most talented comedians.
Do you like The Mask, Ness?
Don't ask anymore.
Don't
Nancy,
answer
don't
anymore.
answer.
No.
You
I
know
was
what's
gonna say
funny?
this.
I actually spoke about this with my dad recently. I need to watch it because this came out when I was a kid and I was
Right, yeah.
scared of it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I could see
Okay.
And I
Kids
never
used to it.
ended up watching it as I
Yeah.
got older. So now
you
I
wa-
spoke to about my dad about it.
I
and
think
was
we should
like,
have a
I need
watch
to
party
watch
with
it.
Akeem. We should have a watch party with you two sitting and
I'm
just
not
the
coming.
camera
He's
and
gonna be
just
staring at me like.
The entire time.
I could see why The Mask would scare people when they're younger because if you like it is a little intense. Jawz, what were you gonna
Yeah.
say?
I was gonna say I could see like where there's a generational shift about comedy in the sense of like 80s and 90s, everyone's trying to do Three Stooges and they're trying to do like very cartoony stuff, like Looney Tunes, live
Right.
action kind of style of like
Yes.
silliness going on. And
Yeah.
then at a certain point it stops. It stops being that. And I think that's where the divide kind of comes in.
Yeah, stoner, like the next generation of stoner comedy was very like Judd Apatow, Freaks and Geeks. That generation very much pivots comedy, and I don't even think they meant to, but they pivot comedy in such an intense way because Judd Apatow and his crew are just doing like the Dazed and Confused type movie,
yeah.
but comedically. Like when I watch, like when I've seen Dazed and Confused, and I'm like, and what's the other one? Airheads. Like, what are all the like the like those comedies of all the like potheads and stuff like that didn't do as well because they were still fighting their war on drugs.
Wow.
When you finally get to the 2000s and people start going, "Fuck your war on drugs," and like
then Harold and Kumar and
Yes.
Grandma's Boy come in.
yeah, you
and
get an
you're
entire
taking-
generation of movies where like that kind of humor gets to where the pothead, but it's still part of it is still kind of like physical comedy because Harold and Kumar has some physical comedy, the stuff at the gas station and all that stuff. Like all those movies do have physical comedy, but I think if anything, the comedy is more grounded in the real world as opposed to like Ace Ventura coming out of a rhino's ass. Like that's great.
Exactly.
That was beautiful for us.
Thank you.
But but I can understand why someone who is in comedy and breeds and lives comedy would be like, how are you going to say you don't love Jim Carrey?
I'm sorry. I wish I did. I really wish I did.
No, you don't.
I do. I
see the lies through those eyes.
And,
like,
and the reason I'm saying it's not just an age thing because I have so many friends who love Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey. Like,
okay.
I have a lot of
problem.
So Brothers, did it make you laugh? Like Brothers, did it make you laugh?
Step Brothers,
mean?
Step Brothers, yeah, that didn't make you laugh.
Will Ferrell and
Bro,
what's his name?
Me, myself, and Irene.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, yeah.
I think the better way to do it is probably to get her to watch a lot of old episodes of Living Color.
Semi-pro.
Yes. Then you'd have an appreciation for him.
I think that would
Jim Carrey in Living Color.
No, Jim Carrey, Jawz. Round of applause for you.
I would say
Jim Carrey.
That was for Black History
got
Month.
black people on board with being white funny.
Yes.
Well, he was allowed. They knew he was. He's like, yo, bro, you got to see this crazy white boy. You got to see this white boy crazy. You got to have him on your show.
And the fact that he was on In Living Color and then did those movies is because what like a 4-quadrant movie is kind of like white men and then like unfortunately they loop all minority groups together. But like Jim Carrey was a 4-quadrant comedian from jump. Like Ace Ventura, as silly as it sounds, everyone went to see it. Dumb and Dumber, as silly as it was, everyone went to see it. Whereas like I would say Superbad, Harold and Kumar and stuff like that, as great as they are, they weren't 4-quadrant. They stick more to dudes like college kids and stuff like that. So
stoners in general.
Yeah.
I remember David Allen Greer was talking about when they got to see Ace Ventura in the theater and they were like going insane because like, oh my god, Jim actually got them to pay him money so he popped out of his ass. I can't believe he did it. Oh my god, he cracked the code. I can't believe what he said. We're on the show and he was talking about it. He did it.
This is what I'm saying. Jawz, give us your Christmas movie.
Yeah.
All right, so mine is The Grinch. Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, the CGI masterpiece. No, I'm kidding. That's not that one. I just wanted to watch the world burn on that one.
That one's not bad, but it's not the best.
So no, seriously, for Christmas Carol, like the Scrooge one, it's a tie between A Muppet Christmas Carol and Scrooged. Those two,
like the shit that came on TV.
Oh, Scrooge is a fucking fantastic movie. You're right.
It's good, man. If you're all about that, like
Beetlejuice
kind of style, a little bit more cynical, gets really dark.
Yeah,
it's so Bill Murray.
Yeah,
very much Bill Murray. Like that's a good one.
Really good.
And is it 1951?
No. Scrooge,
it's
the like
80s one.
Oh,
like 80s or 90s one.
Let me check here. 1988. So basically, Bill Murray plays a TV exec, and he's just firing people and this and that because they have this big Christmas special they have to do. So it's more a modern take, like but in the TV era of the 80s kind of thing.
Modern for the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, for the 80s. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And then I'm up at Christmas Carol because it goes back. It does the old school Christmas Carol. And freaking, where is his name? Michael Caine just like knocks it out of the park. And if you're lucky enough to watch that on TV, they actually have the clip of him singing "The Love Is Gone," where you actually feel for Scrooge, and then it ties into the end where they say the love is found, right? And they cut that out in the theatrical release because for time, but it actually really makes you feel for Scrooge and why he hates Christmas. He hates Christmas because this woman that he loves so much, just like, nah, I can't marry you, man. I'm out. And he's like, like he just ties Christmas in a really horrible time in his life. And my last one is A Charlie Brown Christmas. I really like Charlie Brown Christmas because that album, like I because of that, I bought the album. I just played that album, and it's just such a chill out jazz album while you're there sipping your eggnog, getting drunk. you put the fire in the background, man. Just and you just feel classy as shit while you listen to that, and you just imagine cartoon characters just running around, acting wild. So those I would
are
say
good
those are
ones.
my 3.
And Brian?
So I am a Grinch fan, but I am the original 1967 Grinch. I will explain though. I did watch that every year with my dad as a kid, and then we would sleep under the Christmas tree. So there's a whole like there's a whole specific aspect of that has more to do with the memory tied to it than whether or not the movie is fantastic. As much as I do feel it is, but I do appreciate Jim's version. Then I have my second one is probably one of the harder ones to defend because of the entire conversation we had today.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
But my second one is Bad Santa.
That's a good one too.
But the reason I've had arguments with friends of mine who say, how are you going to say Home Alone's not a Christmas movie, but Bad Santa is? The entire movie of Bad Santa is about a Santa Claus who goes and robs the malls. So I'm like,
oh, that one. That's a funny one.
Yeah.
So, I love that movie. That movie, I remember laughing
So
when
good.
he says, when he looks at the kid's report card and he goes, is your name Merman? Your full name is Thurman Merman? I laughed so hard in the theater that I was crying. And my friend's like, it's not that funny. I'm like, nah, dude, you don't understand. This fucker's name is Thurman Merman, and that shit still makes me crack up. I fucking love it. Like I've been in like Zoom meetings where a friend of mine would literally just write Thurman Merman, and I'd have to turn my camera off. So
I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna try to win. When I'm not winning an argument, I'm just gonna say
Thurman
that to you.
Merman. I love Thurman Merman. Then I have a tie. So the Muppets Christmas Carol is one of my other favorites.
Oh.
I do. It's really funny. Like Michael fucking Caine playing off of these.
I'm gonna play it straight.
Yes.
And everyone else just does their thing.
Everyone else is a goddamn Muppet, and Michael Caine is doing his like Shakespearean level British aristocratic acting performance, and it's like, well, fuck, you're crazy.
That's the
Another
best
good
way to
Muppets
play it,
one's-
though. That's the smartest way to go about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Another good Muppets one that's also Christmas related is like when I don't know the name of it, but it's when they all go to what's the bear's name?
Fozzie Bear.
They all go to his mom's house for Christmas.
Yeah, and that was
That
like
one's a pretty dope one.
like if you ever want to see a universe melding together, that's where you get like the Muppets and
Fraggle Rocks.
and Sesame Street. Like so
Yeah.
Is that when
Big Bird
Is that
shows
when
up.
Miss Piggy's stranded?
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
so.
okay.
She's stranded
yeah.
and she gets
I
brought.
think
Yeah.
that.
So the Muppets and Sesame Street get mixed, and then you have the side gag of Fraggle Rock with the dog.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's happening.
And then I have like my last two. I kind of have a tie between the Santa Claus and Christmas with the Cranks. I really,
That's a good one.
Oh,
yeah,
that was a good one
I
too.
weirdly like Christmas with the Cranks because of the whole like the fact that this family, like Jamie Lee Curtis, Tim Allen, the fact that the family is happy to not have to do Christmas, and then when they find out that their daughter's coming home,
Then
they
all
have
do
to.
it.
They bring this insane Christmas thing together. I do like that. Also, shout out to the little brother from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Because he's great in it. But then I don't know if you guys heard Malcolm in the Middle is doing a reboot.
Yeah.
And they were-
Reunion, right?
Yeah, they're doing a reboot, like reunion reboot type thing, and he's not coming back because he don't do acting no more. So
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Not coming
Yeah.
back.
yeah, he's not coming back. Dewey, the little
Yeah,
brother.
dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let me
don't
do
blame
my.
him.
Is it 5 or 3?
You could just do three.
Which
I think
Maybe
it just
3 to 5, whatever you want.
yeah, we
Yeah.
just evolved into
Well, I'll run through
arguing.
this quick. Shame on y'all for not mentioning this. Number 1, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That is fun.
Oh,
Fuck is
I always
wrong
watch
with
that annually.
That is a
I
fun
do
one.
watch that annually.
Okay,
That
that's
is a good
number
one.
1. Charlie Brown is already mentioned, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave Charlie out, and I'm gonna go with Christopher the Christmas Tree.
Yay.
Y'all,
Yeah.
no one mentioned
Christopher
Christopher
the
the Christmas
Christmas
Tree.
Christopher.
Yeah, you need.
I
to
don't
watch
think I know
that
that one.
That's
I know
before
that
your
one.
time.
That's an old school one.
That one's fire. It's super.
That's a
fire.
YTV
I
joint.
know that.
Exactly.
YTV
Yeah.
joint.
A YTV thing. All right, so you got that. Jingle All the Way.
Yeah,
He
that's
said that.
Akeem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Akeem
Akeem
said that.
I mean, Jingle
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the Way has to be number.
That's
3.
why you my dog, bro.
Just for Sinbad and just for the Turbo Man appearance at the ending, like
Bro,
man wanted that
it's
toy.
Yeah, that is a fun
Oh.
one. That is a
He
fun one.
wasn't
That is-
playing. He needed to get that toy. Muppets Christmas was mentioned, but Scrooge is nasty.
Yeah, we mentioned
Scrooge.
Jawz mentioned it, yeah.
No peeking.
Yep. Oh wow, yeah, she matches them up pretty bad. Okay, Scrooge is up there. And then my last / unofficial, but people aren't gonna really kind of put this up there. The Christmas sweater with the three of them. So it's Falcon, friggin'
Oh yes, when they're all friends.
The night before or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the night before is good.
The night before, really like that's a recent.
That
favorite,
is a good one.
I got into that when I was
Is
like,
that a-
single
is that a
days, and I didn't really
Christmas
care for
movie, though?
Christmas. But that
Oh,
movie
boy.
got me back.
Yeah, dude,
I would say, yeah.
They're doing a Christmas thing for the guy because
Oh,
his family
yes.
died so that he could have a Christmas.
That was
for
a
sure
good.
that's a Christmas movie.
See, that's a funny
Wait, for
movie.
New Year's though.
They go through the Christmas, all their
Ah.
Christmas traditions.
I think there might be. Is there?
That's a funny
sequel?
movie.
That's a good movie.
How can you say you don't like slapstick?
I mean, that was not
I
really.
I just said
that's
it's not the
drug part in
same.
church. Pretty
It's
cool.
not the
Now you're making
same
me
as-
angry.
I like-
It's not the
Not
same
his
as
level
Jim
of angry, but now you're
Carrey.
making me angry.
It's
I like
not
the
the
reveal.
same.
I like the reveal at the end because there's like a really serious actor in that movie, and I think is he their drug dealer or something?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's their drug dealer the whole.
But
yeah, and then the
But
real.
he's the guy that made the Great Gatsby party, no?
Yeah.
The same guy that the serious actor that did the drug, that was a drug dealer. It's like it's his party. Okay, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got an honorable mention.
I think that's it, Chris.
I got an honorable mention.
So do I, actually. Sorry, go on.
It was it South Park, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Oh Lord, Lord.
And the reason I say that, no, because they try to save Christmas and they totally save Christmas. Beautiful. Oh man, so heartwarming. And then it cuts to Jesus's cable access show, Jesus and Pals, and he's just there by himself.
that's
Happy
so
birthday to me. And he starts crying because no one remembers it's his birthday at all.
Ever. Poor guy.
funny. I got a question. Did anybody watch Red One?
Oh shoot.
We were supposed to talk about it, but we unfortunately we're at the end, so I don't think
Okay.
we'd have time.
Well, the only thing we need to know about this quality of a Christmas movie, it was in theaters for 3 weeks and then went on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
Oh, Prime,
yeah. A Prime, yeah.
Prime Video. So
They got rid
that
of
just
that
lets
quick.
you know how.
It's an okay watch. It's just not a seasonal repetition watch.
No, you
It's
watch
not-
it
Also,
one
it's trash.
minute,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I
You
was
can't repeat it.
and call it a day.
By the way, my one honorable mention, which I would say is more of a Christmas setting movie, but for some reason I always watch. I find it funny. The Ref. I don't know if you've seen
Okay.
that, but that's fun.
The Ref.
The Ref. It's with Dennis Leary.
Ooh, I gotta check that one out.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Skinny, anything you want to say?
Christmas.
Which one?
Which one?
Garfield Christmas.
Oh, yeah, we
thank you,
mentioned
my
it.
We
man.
talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
All day.
Anything you want to say before you sign off? Because it's last one of the year.
Just thank y'all for watching and keeping us afloat this year. You know, we appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. Check out all of our personal YouTubes and other endeavors and so on. And we'll be coming back in 2025 for your asses and for your ass.
That's a theme. That's what this episode needs to be called. Christmas, I'm coming for your ass. That's what that's.
Okay,
that's
yeah, that
gonna
might
be.
be the title. I'm down for that title. Guys, Akeem, all the socials, all the platforms where you want to tell the people before
Hey,
we go.
man, it's Akeem the funny guy and everything. I had to rebrand because people couldn't spell my name. So it's Akeem the funny guy. Man, I just gotta say I appreciate all y'all for having me on the platform.
Of course.
You guys, I say it all the time, but you guys had me on before I wasn't shit. So the fact that you guys, I could come on and kind of, bring some more light to you guys and showcase, even though it's a hostile work environment. I'm happy to keep coming back with you guys in it. And y'all keep fucking with me. I appreciate it. See, Ness had to run because she knew I was talking about her.
Yeah, she actually wrote that she had to bounce. So
Yeah.
damn, yeah. Guys, that's it. That's pretty much the end. We had a blast. Jawz, sign off. If you want to tell the people one last thing.
Check out Transformer Slag and the Toromata podcast with Aaron Archer on YouTube.
And don't forget, on New Year's Day, we'll have another episode for you guys. We recorded already, so pre-record, but it'll be fun. Make sure to tune in, and we'll be back in 2025. Like Skinny said, we'll be back for your asses. Peace, y'all.
Cruise.